I was buried in my car by a mudslide to avoid suffocating. Then I thought of the steel tubes inside the seat. I forced myself to stay calm and dismantled the chair. I quickly pulled out the steel tube, then sealed the top with a bottle cap. After that, I pushed the tube upward through the roof. My goal was simple: bring outside air into the car and avoid dying from lack of oxygen. I pushed the tube upward with all my strength. The first 3 tubes went through smoothly, but the 4th one would not budge. As I forced it upward, I accidentally cut my palm. The sharp pain made my whole body shake. My fear finally broke through. I felt like I was really going to die in here, but I refused to give up. I put my backpack on my shoulder as support and pushed the tube upward with every bit of strength I had left. After a painful struggle, fresh air finally entered the car. While resting, I suddenly remembered my real purpose. I had to escape and expose my girlfriend and my friend. Because in my previous life, I listened to their lies and waited inside the car for 7 days. I missed the best chance to escape and became paralyzed. My friend threatened me with indecent photos of my sisters, forcing me to hand over all my assets, and the girl I loved most chose to end my life. Now that I have been reborn, I will make them pay. I tried desperately to open the car door, but it was sealed by the mudslide. Meanwhile, my girlfriend and friend knelt before my sisters, lying that I abandoned them and drove away alone. My second sister wanted to give up saving me, saying I deserved to suffer. Only my eldest sister insisted on finding me, but my phone could not be reached. I watched my battery drop lower and lower. I had to turn it off to save power. Then the sunroof shattered again. Mud rushed in. I used tape and an umbrella to block the crack. Meanwhile, my sisters were fooled. They believed rescue was too dangerous and told my friend to focus on his upcoming contest. On the second day, I woke up extremely thirsty. Luckily, I found a bottle of water, but I knew it was the only supply for the next few days. I screamed for help, but villagers passing by thought they misheard. No one responded. Then I found a gap outside the window. If I could open it, I could escape. But when I pressed the button, deadly mud flooded in. The only good thing was the rain dripping from the sunroof crack. Dirty but drinkable after filtering. My agent learned I was missing. She immediately suspected my girlfriend and friend. She went to question them. They pretended to be heartbroken, painting me as a selfish monster. On the 3rd day, I used all my strength and figured out how to use a tripod as a hollow breathing tube. My agent confronted them again. My sisters refused to help, so she decided to find me herself. I connected tube after tube upward, but I was buried too deep. I screamed in despair. I refused to let the same tragedy happen again. Finally, the tube broke through. Fresh air rushed in. I survived. My agent entered the mountains with tracking equipment, but my girlfriend and friend panicked, afraid I would expose them once rescued. Just as my agent was about to lock onto my location, my phone died and shut off. The signal disappeared, but I heard her calling me. I shouted back with everything I had, but they could not hear me. I burned tissues and sent smoke through the tube. Luckily, my agent saw it, but just as they were coming toward me, my girlfriend and friend called the rescue team. They forced them to stop the search due to weather conditions. They threatened my agent, saying if she insisted and caused an accident, she would be blamed. She was forced to retreat, hearing their footsteps fade away. My last hope collapsed. A heavy rain poured down. Mud blocked my only breathing tube, and I fell once again into suffocating darkness.